Hey, what's up, guys? We got Dana White Contender Series Week 7. We're going to do a breakdown on all the fights. First, starting off with the light heavyweights. We got Rafael, Tobias, and Jair Oliveira. I'm going to say this. I don't know where they find these guys at in Brazil because it's little to no film. And I would like to know how they determine they're worthy of the Contender Series. Like, I really don't know. Maybe they're building up the other guy, but I'm gonna have to go Rafael Tobias just because the simple fact I can't find hardly any film on Jair Oliveira, so I can't choose him. I don't know how I'll be able to choose him. And it sucks because we're breaking down these fights, but there ain't no fights to break down. But it gets about Rafael Tobias. He is young and he's green. I think he's 22. He's green, but he got a lot of fights. But he's not comfortable in the cage yet. He punched into clinch. He got good takedowns. He is looking to get the fight to the ground. He just leaves his chin up when he throws his combos. So again, if I knew about Oliveira, I'd be like, yeah, Oliveira can counter, but I don't know much about him just because of the lack of film there is out on him. And yeah, and I looked like a few times, couldn't find it. Not gonna stress. That's what I got on the first fight tonight. Next fight, we got Javier Reyes and Justice Torres. So I'm gonna go Javier Reyes. I actually seen him fight live. Like him, good fighter. Just think about Justin Torres. He loses. He probably loses 80% of every fight, and he just rallies in the third round or the late second round to get the finish. But he loses most of the fight. He keeps his hands low. He's flat footed. His takedown defense is not the best. That's where you see him lack a lot at in takedown defense. He does throw some nice combos. He throws leg kicks. He is actually a bigger guy, especially for the weight class. Like he's not as tall, but he's pretty stocky, and that's something that I like to see. But as far as pure fighting ability, he is not a bad fighter. However, he just fights from behind, and I think against Javier Reyes, he won't have the ability to do so. Javier Reyes, he is a finisher. He can get the sub or he can get the knockout. He's powerful in exchanges, and he can get the takedown, and that's my concern is against Justice Torres. Now, Javier Reyes does leave his chin in the air. He needs to fix that, but and he got I think his last two losses was to Douglas and Makate. They're both really good fighters. Makate's still in the PFL, really good fighter though. And then Douglas, we just seen him what he did on the Contender Series against Cam Teague, so we know he's legit. No reason to be upset about his losses. He actually beat a really good guy who was on the Contender Series as well and beat him pretty good. And you know he has fought these higher level guys that's been on Dana White Contender Series. I'm not sure Justice Torres have, to be honest. And like I said, he loses most of his fights up until like the last minute or two of the fight, and then he comes back and rallies. So I don't think he can fight behind in this fight. Long story short. Next fight, we got Sofia Montenegro and Jalissa Chavez. So I don't know why Chaves is on the Contender Series. I'm assuming because she looks good. That's the only reason. When I looked at first off, all her opponents that she beat has been winless. It's like we were watering down the Contender Series. Why? Like this is not the first week about that we've seen this where guys, people getting winless, going against winless or people with losing records. This woman only fought winless people, and she's on the Contender Series. Sofia Montenegro is not that good either. Um, but her boxing defense is bad, but she's tough. She got good top control. She got better at boxing, and she does have the ability to take it to the ground. But she's gonna prefer to keep it on the feet. But if she get hit with some stuff that she don't like, she will take it to the ground. She does have that ability. She blasts into her takedowns, which is pretty cool. But I think both of these. I really do think Chavez is on the Contender Series because she looks good. Like I think if she was like not as good looking, she would not be on the Contender Series. Like I don't know where they're finding these people at. I'm like not even trying to rant. I'm just being 100% real. I really don't know where they're finding these people at. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe she can go out there and win. I ain't even say nothing about her. I I seen her fight once in Shin guards. I seen her fight in Muay Thai, but like she's like fighting single mothers. Like I don't know how you want me to like legitimately tell you like this girl. Like I don't know how you want me to give you a path to victory. Maybe striking on the feet because Montenegro boxing defense isn't the best. Maybe that, but I've never seen this girl against a fighter that's won a fight before. So how can I say that? But rant over. Let's go to the next fight. And for the next fight, we got Brahyan Zurcher and Murtazali Magomedov. Okay, this fight I'm pretty torn on. Honestly, I thought Magomedov was going to be the favorite because I did this before the odds came out, but I'm going to go with Zurcher. And at Zurcher, I think Magomedov fought the better competition. I will say that. Zurcher has fought people that's worthy, to fight. Like he's fought good regional people. Amateur record wasn't the best, so but he could have made a big leap into now. But Zurcher is very kick heavy. He when he gets in the pocket, he throws hooks and knees, which are they're sharp weapons, especially the knees and the hooks. They could just drop you because he do got power, but he's very very kick heavy. I like him because he's always doing something. Like sometimes Magomedov gets on the feet and he bounces around, looks good on the feet, like far as fundamentally, technically bouncing around. But at the same time, he like a little stagnant, not doing much. Now this fight is a tough fight. It's a close fight. Magomedov absolutely can win. And then I think Zurcher has good grappling. Like I actually think he got good grappling. I think Zurcher is a more gritty fighter, so I'm going to go with Zurcher because of all those reasons. Magomedov is the longer fighter, and I think he's very technical. But the thing I don't like about Magomedov, he gets hit. Sorry, I was so loud. He gets hit when he shouldn't probably and he like gets hit, and then he's in these bad positions. Like he's on the bottom now. You got to get triangle to win. He's getting hit and he's rallying. If against a guy like Zurcher who hasn't shown any chin issues, granted he hasn't fought nobody to the level of Magomedov, but if he's not showing chin issues and he's being super gritty and he's making the fight dirty where he's in the clinch, he's active in the clinch, he's kicking all the time, he's doing all something. I don't know if you can make that miraculous comeback or that one shot. You're not gonna get that one shot you're waiting on. And I think he wastes on the shot too much. Um, Magomedov, striking defense isn't that good. Like he just balls up. I really don't like to see guys that ball up, but he doesn't ball up to the point where like he's just like soup like a victim, but he's like damn near victim level when he's balling up, and I don't like that. And he got hurt like that before. But Magomedov is accurate, so his counter shots can come and he can be accurate. And I just don't like how he put himself in bad spots. So I'm not going to choose Magomedov. He very well could win, but I'm gotta go on what I've seen from them, and that's what I've seen from both of the guys, and that's why I'm choosing Zurcher. And for the week 7 main event, we got Danny Barber and Mantas K. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce the last name. Okay, I actually didn't make a pick yet, and I've been switching back and forth in my head, but I'm gonna go with Montas, and I'm only gonna go with him because I had him initially. And usually when I say things initially, I'm gonna go with that person. When I switch, that's when that's when I make bad picks. But I do like Danny Barber. My main thing is his activity level. Like I pick fighters who's not as active, and I've lost those picks. I've relied on them doing some type of like magic training in the back and stuff, and they don't do that. I don't know what the freak some of these guys do when they're like. I don't know what some of these guys do when they're not training. I really don't know how they get money. I don't know what they do on the side. I really don't know. So I can't pick I can't keep picking guys who's inactive and expect them to just go out there and like be the best ever. But Danny Barber fights on the jab. He fights off the jab, and he has really good pressure. His takedown defense, I don't think is that good, but he's going against a striker, so he should be okay. And he's a little unorthodox as far as his striking. Those spinning kicks and stuff. Those some unorthodox strikes, and he also his grappling. He scrambles a lot, and I'm not saying he scrambles like the best, but he does scramble interestingly. Like he gets himself in some interesting positions, you know. And Montes, he is a kickboxer and he's bouncy on the feet. And I'm gonna go with him because I think he got better power. I think his kickboxing background will help him in this fight because he don't have to like rely on. He don't got to defend takedowns as much as he would against a different matchup stylistically. And I think Montas can get the victory. I think he will get the victory. Actually, saying this, it makes me want to go Barber again. But I'm not gonna switch my pick. I'm gonna keep the pick. Um, I like the kickboxing for Montez. I think he got an edge in kickboxing. I think the fight would take place on the feet. And as simple as that. And also those that is my Dana White Contender Series Week 7 picks. I'm pretty upset about the call. I might make a separate video on this. 'Cause I don't know where the hell they find these fighters, but that's it. Hope you enjoyed the video.